Hi, JP Fournier of the Movie Jerks here, coming to you on day 15 of Action April, the month where I watch a new action film I've never seen every day for the full month. And I tell you, the last few days I've not been hitting it out of the ballpark for some of the action films I would hope for. But let's see if today turns around and I get a good one. Yesterday I had Blackbird. Today I'm getting Scorpion King, Book of Souls. I didn't know there was sequels to Scorpion King. The Scorpion King teams up with a female warrior named Tala, who is the sister of the Nubian King. Together, they search for a legendary relic known as the Book of Souls, which will allow them to put an end to an evil warlord. Okay, well, that sounds all right. This doesn't have a very high rating on Letterboxd, but you know what? I'm game. Day 15, I'm watching The Scorpion King, Book of Souls. Scorpion King, Book of Souls is the 5th film in this franchise. And do you need to see any of the previous films to understand what's happening in this one? Nope, not at all. In the 5th film, we get a new warrior who is out for revenge on the villains that murdered his people. And he is destined to become the new Scorpion King. He pairs up with a variety of heroes, all on a quest to find a MacGuffin that will help them destroy a powerful overlord. That's right, this comes from Action Adventure Sword and Sorcerer Script Writing 101. I read a lot of reviews complaining about how generic this film is, whereas I was thankful that it turned out to be generic. First off, because I didn't see the other films in that series. And secondly, whether you like a film or not will heavily rely on perspective. You see, I have just spent a week watching some of the worst action films I have ever seen. From the very boring vanity project by Michael Flatley called Blackbird, to the commercially deceptive Skydog that barely has a dog in it, the voyeuristic and somewhat pervy Asian Ghost Story, and the worst of them all, a Steven Seagal film. So after that crap fest, seeing a generic and standard action film was a welcoming blessing. For starters, the acting didn't make me cringe. The dialogue didn't have me rolling my eyes every second. And the action is quite passable and somewhat ambitious. We get some fun rooftop fighting sequences that would have been a welcome addition to the Assassin's Creed series. The film has plenty of action scenes with a lot of quality stunts. The action sequences are varied enough to never feel like they're repeating themselves. It has a nice, enthusiastic musical score, decent makeup job, and cool costumes. The heroes are heroic, the villains are villainous, and the humor is...
You filthy creature! Did you fart?
Well, okay, the humor sucked, but the rest of the film is otherwise fine. If you are okay with a paint-by-number plot, then you may have some simple fun with Scorpion King, Book of Souls. This is a perfectly suited film for a lazy Saturday morning watch. And there you have it, day 15 of Action April. This time I watched Scorpion King, Book of Souls. If you've seen other films in this franchise, feel free to add some comments in the comment section. And if you're curious about other films I'm watching this month, be sure to hit the subscribe button to get updates daily. And for more information about the Movie Jerks, you can go to www.themoviejerks.ca.